Estupiñán, buongiorno, buongiorno. Let's talk about this player. The deal is not done. Obviously, Brighton rejected the first offer of AC Milan of 12 millions, as expected, but I do believe they could find an agreement for probably around the 20 millions. Now they will negotiate. We will see how it goes. And unless something unexpected happens, like with Archie Brown, we have high chances to get this player. So let's take a look at the statistics. And I'm pretty sure that you know him already, or people that follow the Premier League already know this player. Estupiñán, he plays in Brighton. Brighton just got the Kaipa. Therefore, the competition is higher, and Estupiñán is willing to leave the club to go to AC Milan. So the numbers that you see here, in yellow, those are percentile. I'm pretty sure that you know about it, but just in case you don't, I'll explain it. So percentile shows the player rank compared to other players in the same position. So for example, take the interceptions. 86 percentile means that basically he's better than 86% of fullbacks in that particular statistic. So these stats do not account for, obviously, for system played by the teams, but they can give you an idea on how the player performed in the past year. These are statistics for the past year, including all of the big leagues and Champions League and all of that. Okay, so compared to all the players in the big leagues. While statistics don't tell the whole story, and you need also, the eye test, they're a good starting point, in my opinion. So let's go first with his big weakness, which is injuries. So this is the season 23-24. That is a lot of muscle injuries here. Ankle injury, muscle injuries. He did miss quite some games. This is 2 years ago. The previous year, things got better, but still he tends to get injured. Ankle injury, muscle injury. So that could be quite a problem, because if he's not as reliable as the Hernandez was, then we need a substitute that can take his place when he's not going to play. Hopefully, if he comes to AC Milan, he's not going to suffer too much of injuries. We don't know. Italy compared to England is less aggressive as a league. It's slower. I don't know if that will make a difference or not, but we'll see. So you can see from his heat map that it is quite wide. Okay, that shows a lot of presence in the final third as well, even if he doesn't really enter the box that much. In fact, his help with assists is quite low, but that's because probably that's not his job. So he is a progressive fullback that is constantly involved in the build-up and can help you bring the ball forward and enter in the final third, and then hopefully helping you score some goals. Even if its goal-creating actions are not as strong, he is the player that can help you get there. So we know that Brighton plays with a high press, and also seen his presence from the heat map in a pretty wide area. You can see that he comes in clutch with interceptions and tackles in the mid-third. In fact, he's an 86 percentile on interception and 74 tackles and 85 in the mid-third where the action happens. So he is quite good at reading the game and see what is happening and intercepting the ball before something happens. It's also incredibly hard to get past because he's got a 66.7% success on dribbles tackled. So he wins the ball high on the pitch. That's because of how Brighton plays as well. Obviously, depends on his position, but he is good at doing that, and it's not easy to pass, which is a good thing. He is a good defender as well. He does not contribute to the attack that much with assists or goal-creating actions. He is a progressive machine, as you can see from the progressive passes and the carries into the final third. He is quite present there. Also with crosses. So crosses has been quite of a problem for AC Milan. Like we don't have very good crossers in AC Milan, in my opinion. With him, with Estupiñán, things might get better. If you can see from the heat map as well, it's very tiny, but the dots on the corner of the pitch reveals the presence in there as well with crosses. So you can stay wide and overlap, playing with Leao in that way. That could be interesting to watch. And another interesting statistics is the aerial duels, because he is in the 93 percentile of aerial duels, but he's only 175 centimeters high. That is quite impressive, the amount of duels that he wins in the air. So that's something to look forward to. So he could be a player that helps AC Milan to progress the ball more safely, but also could be aggressive in doing so. And that could be good also for counterattacks or whatever, right? So Estupiñán, he's good at defensive recoveries as well. Many times he will run back and save your ass from a possible dangerous situation. Also, De Zerbi had good words about him, and I do trust De Zerbi, obviously. Obviously, the injury had an impact on him. Pre-injury was something different, but unfortunately, that is what happened. But De Zerbi also said that he could become one of the best left backs in the world, and he praised him for his intelligence and growth in the passing area. So these are all qualities that I would like to see in AC Milan. Our defense has been tough. Our defense in AC Milan, a tough thing. I can't find the word, but you know what I mean. Has been hard to defend decently. I don't think we're gonna go and pressing like Brighton does. We're probably gonna stay more put. I don't expect Allegri to overcommit, but if there are some opportunities to go for a high press, he could be valuable there because he's fast and can recover terrain quickly. So obviously the weak point, if you want to call it, is the assists and the assists, right? The expected assists were not that great in the previous year. The injuries obviously take some merit into this, so we can just hope that it gets better this year and he keeps us going for the title if he ever joins AC Milan, which by now we do not have any confirmation, but I'm trusting that our amazing management is working to get him as cheap as possible. Now also Mendes is onto the deal. He's working to bring down the price. That's what the newspapers say, whatever that means. But I think in the end, 20 millions could be doable. And it might be a good substitute for Hernandez. So him or Fran Garcia, they will be good substitutes. I would prefer probably Fran Garcia compared to Estupiñán, but I'm not unhappy about Estupiñán either. One of those. Just get one of those and don't let things drag on forever. And let's try to close these as soon as we can. That will be amazing. With that said, I will leave you to whatever you're doing, and I'll see you the next time. Ciao, ciao.